One of the biggest areas that I see people struggle, and in my opinion, one of the hardest things to learn is how to change your pace. You know, sometimes we have to slow down. You've got to play a little bit more patient, a little bit more strategic, and other times we've got to speed up, repositioning, using movement, challenging with momentum. So today, I'm going to be breaking down some of my situations as a 4KD player, really giving you insight into why and how I changed my pace in that scenario. Let's get into it. So as I mentioned, we've got 5 clips in total, but they are 5 totally different scenarios, and what we're going to do for each clip is we'll go to break it down together, really talking through that situation, and then I'm going to play it for you full speed. This way you can actually see what it looks like in game. Now right here, we're going to grab the big game bounty, and I make the immediate decision to push over, but let's separate quick decision making and the immediate push versus my pace of play and my approach. I made the decision to go challenge this guy because he is so close to us, but I have yet to think about, okay, how am I actually going to approach this fight? I'm just kind of pushing over to get into the action. What ends up happening is he makes my decision very easy. He snipes at my teammate. He's rotating right to left here, and I'm just going to wait for him to get out in the open. We're going to play this a little bit slow, and he's going to be at the point of no return. He can't do anything at that moment because of how out in the open he is. I just have to execute. Now, next up is going to be the information here. Information will really help you with the decision about your pace of play because you know exactly what's going on around you. But there are going to be situations we take a look at where I don't have information and I still have to figure it out. But in this case, we get the super UAV because of the big game bounty. Now, with the super UAV, I get the direction that he's moving, but I don't get the level. So as I turn this corner, I anticipate down below, he ends up being up top. So watch how I change my pace here. I'm going to go ahead and back off. I stim just to think about if I want to like push all the way back, and I use that for the speed boost. But watch the minimap, right? I'm just waiting for him. I'm just waiting. Okay, he doesn't commit. He's not going to challenge me. So now I slow down. I'm going to just plate up. And by the way, there's a window. This is why I moved. Okay, so I'm plating up. There's a window like right up here above me. So this is why I actually push back a little bit. Right, as soon as I see him pushing over, I think he's going to jump through the window and challenge me, which is why I jump backwards. Now, let's talk about pace here again. I'm going to re-engage this fight, but because I have information about exactly where he's moving to, and by the way, at this point, I know he's on the 2nd level, I'm just going to wait for him. Just going to wait. I'm going to play slow. He's pushing my direction. We tag him a little bit. Okay, now we start putting the pressure on again. This is where I go back in and I start pushing. So now we start to play fast because I can anticipate, I can execute. I catch him right here pushing me. Notice which way he's challenging me on the minimap. I see him right there. We push through. We break the line of sight. We immediately reach out, and there's the broken camera. Just absolutely shattered. Now, as I get the down right here, I notice that 2 are flying in. So let's go ahead and play this out right now. I check above me, and I'm in a really bad spot. I've got 1 above, and I've got 1 right here. So now there is no option to play slow. I can't be slow on my approach. I have to be quick here in my decision-making. And watch how quick this happens. I push in, I tag him, or I break him. Now I immediately focus on enemy number 2, right? We tag him. Now we immediately focus on this last enemy that's over in the corner right here, and we're able to get that team wipe. So as we watch this back full speed, I mean, I'm just going to let it play. I'm not even going to be tempted. We go ahead. We're pushing in here. Let's see if we can get the approach. We get the first knock. The first knock is so important with that element of surprise. We go ahead. We miss the anticipation around the corner. We just wait for him. Let's go ahead and just wait. He's not pushing. Okay, let's slow down. Oh, he's actually pushing my direction here. So let's push back a little bit. I'm full plated. Let's go ahead and re-engage. We're back in the fight. Tag him just a little bit. Okay, now let's put the pressure on, right? It's only 1 guy, so let's go ahead and put the pressure on. We re-challenge here. Camera's broken. I hear 2 flying in above me, so I hear... Now we go challenge enemy number 1. We break him. Focus on enemy number 2, re-engage enemy number 1, and there's the team wipe right there. Let's go ahead and jump into clip number 2 here. So clip number 2 here is all about approaching a 3-stack. And look, even though this is a Fortune's Keep clip, let's be honest, you run into this scenario all the time on Rebirth, and we handle it the exact same way. Now to start us off, actually real quick before we jump into that, if you have found this video at all helpful, take a second. If you could just hit that thumbs up button down below, it would mean a lot to me. It just helps the video get pushed a little bit more. And for all things Rebirth, Fortune's Keep, and Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 as we head into those, make sure you are subscribed down below. I do videos every single day for you guys. Now we're going to go ahead and pop UAV. Yes, once again, we are going to be able to approach this based on information. I promise you the next clip, we won't have information. It's going to be a lot tougher. But right here, we're going to go ahead and we are just going to be patient on our approach. We're going to be a little bit slower right here. So I'm just looking for an angle where I can get a down and thirst. Now I'm going to be sniping this game, so I have the 1-shot ability, which we're going to see right here. Once again, trying to find an angle. And actually right here, as I get on top of this truck right here, you know, I catch a quick glimpse of that guy right there. So we're going to go ahead and rotate around. We're going to take a different angle. And finally, we can hit that snipe. We get the thirst right there. So I know there are 2 other enemies left. We always play trios. So once again, we're in trios right here. And as I push up top here to immediately challenge this guy with momentum because I didn't take any damage, this one on the right is actually going to get shots off on me. Now, this is what I really want to focus on right here. What do we do once we get shot? Now, I'm very low health. I have no plates. I'm down to probably 50 base health right here. So I'm going to stim and pull back. And remember when I said last time that information makes everything a lot easier because you understand what's going on? As I pull back here, I can see that they're pushing me. Now, I have the advantage of tempered. So as soon as I'm replated, I'm going to re-engage. I track exactly where they are. You can see my eyes on the minimap. I look left. And by the way, that is 2 people right there. That is how close they are playing. So I'm going to use my cover here. I'm going to play a little bit slow. I'm not going to try to use movement just yet. To start off, I'm just going to see what I can find here. Now, as soon as I break that guy, I have a massive advantage. So now we play quick. We're going to slide around. By the way, I want to highlight this movement right here. Watch the strafing. Watch how far I get. And what does this do right here? As I slide around the corner, right? I anticipate, I'm ready. Watch how far left I get. How far left do I get? I get so far left that I created cover from this second enemy right here. So that's one where I use my movement as I'm in that fight to create the separation. And now I can once again play fast to challenge that guy and we get the team wipe. So when we pull this all the way back here, we're going to start off popping UAV. I know exactly what's going on. And once again, I'm just going to let this play. I'm not stopping this at all. I'm going to keep my hands away from the spacebar. If I put my hands near the spacebar, I want to stop it. But we're going to go ahead. We get a quick glimpse right there, so now we're going to go ahead and challenge here. We're going to get that down, we get the thirst, and we challenge with momentum here on the second guy. Trying to see if I get another knock. I can't, so what do? I pull back here. Now, this is your fast pace. This is your repositioning, and then we are going to re-engage. I don't disengage here like a lot of you would do. I break, now we go to work. Strafing right, now we challenge with momentum right there, and we're able to get that easy 3-piece. Let's go ahead and jump into the next clip right here. So clip number 3 here is about 2 things. 1 is re-engaging, and 2 is the fact that I don't have information, or I should say I don't have a UAV up, but what I do have is a Violet Rose skin right in front of me who's about to absolutely smoke me. I mean, I'm down to about 75 health here, so I'm going to go ahead and use the stim for the health boost and the speed boost to be able to get inside. Now, as soon as I get in here, my goal is to create this cover, right? So it's to push immediately in, and now I can start to, you know, plate up. Unfortunately, he gets another angle on me, and now I'm really low health again. So what do I do in this scenario? You know, I'm going to re-engage this team, but first and foremost, I have to get replated. This is where a lot of you fully disengage. You run away from that team and you're like, I don't want anything to do with them. I kind of do want something to do with them. I'm going to go ahead and fight them. I've just got to figure out the angle and the way to do it. So as soon as I'm replated here, I re-engage. I look for an angle. And watch the pace. I just slow down. I'm anticipating that this guy's going to chase me or going to push into prison. And I'm able to tag him right there. Now, where this fight really separates, I talked about, notice in the beginning I specifically said a situation without a UAV. Because I do get audio. I get audio that this guy's pushing right here. And as soon as I get the down and thirst, what do I notice? I've got one to my left, and I've got one back behind me here. Now, that's the Violet Rose skin, and that's teammate number 3. So this is where we talk about pace of play and challenging with momentum. 39 bullets in the Armaguerra. I've got full plates. I'm fully plated up. So I immediately challenge right here, and I'm able to use a little bit of movement to get that down and thirst. So we get that thirst. We've got one enemy left. I was not farming this team. I was specifically going for the clip. So we quickly reload, and we go ahead, and I'm going to use this information, right? I don't have a UAV, but as soon as you get that first down and thirst, you're able to get information that allows you to determine your next move, whether you have to play fast or play slow. So now I'm going to go ahead and challenge right here. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I make a pretty bad mistake. You know, I put this clip in here because I want you to see that mistakes happen. What is my mistake right here? Right in this moment, I did not anticipate that he was going to challenge me. So what happens here is I get caught in a tack sprint, no crosshairs out, and I'm just completely stuck here. All I had to do was anticipate this guy and hit shots. I would have been perfectly fine. But because I don't get that first shot off and because I'm stuck, this is what happens to a lot of you. You get broken, you're at a 150 health disadvantage here. So, you know, it is what it is. I put this clip in to just show you that I make mistakes as well. And as we pull this back all the way to the front, once again, don't have UAV up, but the information that I'm acting on throughout this clip is going to be audio and mini-map pings after a kill. We're going to go ahead and push in. Now we quick stim. No, actually, we go just for the plate. So we're going to plate up here. Now we re-engage. The re-engage is important, and all I'm looking for is an angle. Play unpredictable. He doesn't expect me to be over here. I hear audio. We're able to get that clean kill. Immediately challenged with momentum right there, using a little bit of movement to not take any damage or take very little damage, which allows me to keep that pace of play. If I have to plate up here, I have to play a little bit slower, but all I have to do is reload. I push around the corner. I just don't anticipate. You know, it is what it is. It's a tough situation to be in. I wish I had gotten that, but I didn't. So let's go ahead and jump into clip number 4. Okay, so clip number 4 here is all about slowing down. You're going to see me play really slow until I have to speed up my pace of play. Now, to start us off right here, I'm not the best sniper. I don't snipe very often, and I get my teammate killed. I miss shot number 1, I miss shot number 2, and I break him on shot number 3. What I do want you to note when we talk about information is while I have information, I was spotted as well. So this team knows exactly where I am as well. And we're going to go ahead and push up. Now, this is a little secret spot in a stairwell that you can use. It's a little bit broken because when you turn this corner, when an enemy turns this corner, they're going to anticipate at the top of the stairs, and they're going to be anticipating up here. So if you time your slide out well, if you time your push to this point right here, they never expect it. And that gives you the window of opportunity to get your down and thirst. So right here, I know he's pushing me, but keep in mind, like I said, he knows that I'm here as well. And this is also a mistake a lot of you make. I'm going to slow this down. I slide around the corner trying to time it well, and I just wait. Notice right here is guns up in the air. This is a mistake a lot of you make. You just don't anticipate. But watch how I play this. I'm able to get that down. I'm able to get that thirst. Now, notice the 2 enemies to my right. Watch the information. Notice that they split, right? So if I have a situation where they are both pushing me here, I've got to reposition. I've got to find a different angle because that's when I get team stacked. That's when I get 2 stacked. They both shoot me at the same time. There's nothing I can do. The moment they split and I see this second enemy pushing, I'm just going to wait for him. I'm going to wait for him right there. And when we talk about challenging with momentum, once again, as you get more confident, like I have full plates here and I have 37 rounds in the Armaguerra. So this is a me versus this guy 1v1 fight when it comes to execution. Who's got better movement to take less damage and who hits more shots? I'm going to bank on myself. So I'm able to get that down. Now I go ahead and I don't oversell for this thirst because I took more damage. This is an aggressive play right here, but watch how I use pace. I use pace of play here. I see him pushing, so now I just go ahead and challenge it, and it's on me to execute. You know, it's definitely an aggressive play because I have low plates. And you know what? Let's just go and pull it all the way back, and we'll keep talking about this. It's an aggressive play because I have low plates, but that's an unpredictable play right there, and because I play fast and I anticipate and I execute, I'm able to get that last guy. So once again, I'm spotted right here. You know, they know exactly where I am, just like I know where they are. We just don't know levels, so I'm just waiting. I'm just playing patient. I challenge trying to time it, and he just waits a little bit. We're able to get that down, and because it's clean, I can wait for enemy number 2. I'm going to go ahead and challenge enemy number 2 here. Now we reposition. Last guy's pushing in, and we're going to go ahead and take out the Iskra skin who, hello, there's a wall there. You might not want to run into that. Let's go ahead and jump into clip number 5. Okay, so clip number 5 here is a 1v4 with no plates. And not only do I have no plates, I don't pick up plates at all throughout this gunfight. Now, some of you may have seen this in a previous gameplay breakdown that I did last week, but this clip is just too good and really shows how to change your pace. Now, right here, we're just playing patient, slow on the approach. I cannot get in a 50-50 situation here. I will lose because I don't have plates. I have to get a clean down and thirst. As I push up to challenge that guy, I catch the violet rose skin shooting at my teammate. We're able to get the down and thirst right there. Now, I still can't really focus on plates just yet. I'm not immediately going for loot because I need to figure out where his teammates are, which, by the way, they're close by. Both down below, and not only that, look at where this guy's moving to. Watch him after I get this kill right here. Watch where he's aggressively pushing over to exactly where I was, right? So I don't have time to go get those plates. I'm going to reposition around and start to look for this guy right here who's in the corner and see if I can get a clean down and thirst. Little bit of an aggressive play. By the way, I also couldn't really disengage. Yes, maybe I could have gone and grabbed plates at the buy station and then pushed back in, but I ultimately decided not to. So we're going to go ahead and see what we can find. Watch the pace of play. Watch me slow down right here. Slow. Just trying to see what I can find. I hear him. I hear him running down below. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Slow down. Trigger patience, slow down, wait for the knock. There's the knock. Now, because I see the second guy, I don't go for the thirst. You'll see the second guy running right below here. He's right here. So I don't go for that thirst immediately because I'm worried about him immediately paying attention to me. I go ahead and push back this way, at which point I catch another enemy sliding out. So we're going to reposition, and I catch this guy. Now, this is the one that I want you to take note of. As soon as I break this guy, we are even. I'm broken because I have no plates. He is broken as well. Now, I know the two are back behind me here, so I'm going to keep the pressure on here and immediately challenge. The only thing you have to do here is anticipate. Watch this. Watch how this plays out. We break, we push in. I'm ready for that guy. We get the down. Now, I need to slow down here. I cannot oversell for the thirst because I know there is a third teammate pushing. And that third teammate could be around the corner. He could be over backside by the bounty contract. So I actually go ahead and reload. I'm listening to hear if this guy's pushing. We're able to get the thirst. The thirst gives me information. The most important thing with the thirst is where is this enemy moving. Watch. I can see that he's pushing. So now I know that I have no choice but to challenge. I'm able to break that camera. Breaking cameras, by the way, is all about letting them get closer. That's why I wait, and then I go. Then I make my move, and he gets prone blocked. You know, he gets prone blocked by the wall right there, and we're able to get that down in thirst. So let's go all the way back here. This is one of my favorite clips, simply because it's a full 1v4 where I'm constantly changing my pace, and I have no plates. You know, I cannot take damage here. Do I take any damage throughout this gunfight? I don't know if I do. I don't think I take any damage, but once again, we're pushing back in. We're playing slow. We're waiting. I'm not camping. I'm in the fight. Just waiting. Trigger patience. Wait. He's going to push. He's got to push left or right. There he is. Now we don't miss shots. And yeah, execution's important. We're able to get that tag right there. We keep the pressure on. I don't think I take damage throughout this whole entire fight right here. We get the thirst to get the information about where the last guy's moving to. And now we go ahead and break the camera. I hope you found today's video helpful. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.